Hola from the west side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 okay. Ooh. Stuff is weird on my side. Let me see if y'all can see me. I don't think you guys can hear me. Let me see. I don't even know. Can y'all? Okay. I think I'm back in the stream. I keep popping myself in and out because on my side it is a black screen. So I apologize, y'all. Happy Wednesday. This is what I get for not going live. One second, you guys. Let me get my coffee. Shoot. Happy Wednesday. Hey, DLD. Hey, Uppity. I am back. I am trying to get it together, y'all. But this black screen is just crazy to me. And I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. I swear I don't know what's going on. It's doing this ish again. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna mute myself for just 1 second. I will be right back. Be right back, guys. Sorry about that, y'all. I was trying to keep not getting a copyright strike because my son is playing a television show in the background and it was not muted. So I had to go turn it down. I didn't know if you could hear it, but I didn't want it to be heard. Anyway, happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing well in these YouTube streets. I hope you guys doing well. Let me sit my butt down. Sit my butt down. And let me just tell you guys about some of the stuff that I have been doing while I have All right, you guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I was having my son was playing something in the background. He was playing something in the background, and I had to go turn it down so I didn't get a copyright strike. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Sorry about that. I got my coffee. I'm drinking my coffee. I want to tell you guys what I've been doing since I wasn't on YouTube. I hope please saw my recent coffee talk. Hey, 12 Bells. Hey, Miss Mahogany. Y'all, I'm a little discombobulated tonight because even though you guys can see me on YouTube, so StreamYards is working on you guys' end, I am literally looking at a black screen on the StreamYards portion. I can see like the comments in StreamYards, but I can't see me. So, but moving on. So let me just tell you guys about stuff that happened since my last broadcast on Friday. I uploaded the Coffee Talk series, Black Femininity. Please go take a look at it. It's a about 15-minute video. I also have uploaded another Artsy Autism Moms vlog where I was getting my nails done over the weekend. And let's see, I am working on the next Coffee Talk series. I posted something up on my community tab yesterday. It is going to be about the pretty girl effect. And, you know, I think there is such a thing as pretty girl privilege. And, you know, those women who are pretty, whether they themselves consider themselves pretty or the world considers them pretty, get pretty girl privilege, be they black or white. But I will say that the pretty girl privilege is probably a little different um, in the black girl culture. And I'll talk about that in that particular um, vlog that's coming up. I also have the Artsy Autism Mom vlog, you guys, coming up on art therapy with individuals on the autism spectrum. So I got a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to get done, and I'm just trying to push my content out and get myself back in the algorithm. Because if you're not on here for a couple of days, it pushes you out of the algorithm, and we can't have that. So I'm trying to get myself back into my routine. I still haven't figured out how to use my freaking camera, and right now I'm not sure if I want to use it on here in StreamYards with StreamYards acting the way that it is right now. I ain't feeling that. So we'll get to that. I have another computer, but long story about the other computer. It's not up to date as far as Windows and virus protection and all that stuff because I'm usually on the Mac, but I may have to go ahead and just update the Windows on that other computer and just have it as a backup for doing my live streams. Hey, Edward, how are you? So I want to talk to you guys about some of the stuff that that has been going on. Really, I want to talk about, I guess, some of the hazards of doing panel discussions or having panels per se on YouTube channels. Um, I'm sure you guys, unless you had your head in the sand, are aware about you know all about the tea and the craziness that has happened in regards to that particular platform. And I don't know if you guys know, but Monica has finally responded. So the way she responded, y'all, she did. I swear she did a Derek Jackson. She did a Derek Jackson on us. Okay, y'all know how Derek Jackson reviewed did a review of his own freaking video admitting his cheating on his wife and all of that stuff. Well, this girl had another content creator interview her on her channel. And then she had Wiley come up, and she had somebody else come up. I don't know the other person. But yeah, she had someone conduct an interview with her, I guess, asking her the questions that she wanted to ask and basically having her to tell her side in the whole situation. You guys, this is so, I mean, we're in a retrograde, so it's a whole bunch of ish going on. Um, we've had, we had situation where, friends have parted ways in different parts of Black YouTube. And then we have this, and this particular situation, because I was a subscriber. I still am a subscriber to all About the Tea, but I'm a subscriber to All About the Tea. And I also am a subscriber to the Bishop, who was on All About the Tea. Now, I'm not going to give my. I did not always like what they were talking about on there, but it's a messy platform, from that perspective. But I remember when they had the conversation about Apple Watch, who also did an interview, I believe today or yesterday, I'm not sure. And for those of you who've been around for a while on my platform, y'all know I've told y'all my Apple Watch story. That Apple, she used to rent, a house for me. This is before anybody knew who she was outside of, her exotic dancing here in LA. But that's neither here nor there. But I knew when they did that ish talking about Apple on there, when she was over there minding her business, she wasn't bothering nobody, that it was going to be a problem. And knowing that she's from Compton, yeah, she dragged the Bishop for filth behind that. And I mean, he has since apologized multiple times. But my point is that when you guys have these panel type shows, and this isn't the first one that's blown up, because I remember another panel that blew up a year or two ago, and Jovi Beauty, shouts out to Jovi Beauty, tried to resolve that situation, and they tried to blow it up on her platform. So, I seen these things. Now this one is a sticky situation because, she allegedly was paying the people for being on her panel, which is, I would agree, an unusual situation on YouTube. It's unusual on YouTube because, for the most part, if people are doing panels, if they have regular people on their panels, I mean, as far as I know, it's not like a paying situation. It's really just to kind of, they come together to help them both be stronger. I mean, because, you know, just to use this as an example, Sister George and Concrete Rose have a channel where they do a, live stream several times a week together. But I mean, I don't think it's a paid situation. Like Sister George paid Concrete. I think that they came together and they're doing it together, and whatever comes in is what they earn for the channel together. Um, but this was a extremely interesting situation, and to be quite frank with you guys, I was really surprised that the bishop was on that show because I knew him to be manosphere, and I just thought, in my opinion, I just didn't think that that was the type of stuff that you know guys from the manosphere were involved in. But he was a fan of the show, and he got on the show, and he gave good commentary, and he was involved in the stuff. But over the last week before Monica came out, we had multiple people, including the bishop, come out and say they're not going to be on. They are leaving. All about the tea. And I swear, like every year around this time, when we're in the middle of some freaking retrograde, some ish goes off in Black YouTube. I mean, what was it? Was it last year or the year before, where Lovely T and Tasha K got into it, and then Neek at Night jumped into it, and then you had the Lions Den and all of these jumping on Tasha K. Then last year, we had April 1st, where some, all kinds of stuff was going on in certain parts of Black YouTube. And now this year, we have, all this stuff going on in the beef sector, with people splitting up and all this stuff. You do have stuff going on over there in the Nature Boy in the conscious community. And then you have stuff going on in, the general Black part of YouTube. And now this part in the celebrity gossip. Again, every year something's going on in celebrity gossip. Every year. Let me see what you guys are saying. Exactly. It's a lot of drama, but I did kind of feel some kind of way when they started talking about Apple. And I certainly wasn't going to jump into their stream and tell these people that I knew the girl or anything, because it ain't even, I just thought it was wrong. And to me, they were bringing up stuff from her past. Okay. And I know her from her past. You understand what I'm saying? I know her when she was really, really in the struggle. Okay. And when she was trying to, get herself out of, being a dancer. Now, I believe she's down the rabbit hole was talking to her. She was in Vegas. I don't know if she's going to be on the next season of Love and Hip Hop, but Hollywood. But she said she's under contract with them, and I'm happy for her because this is what she wanted. She had been trying to be known. She was trying to be known back when she was my tenant, but she didn't deserve people talking about her parenting skills when they don't even know her. Let me see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Let me see what you say. Yeah, yeah. Mahogany. The bishop is manosphere. And I mean, if people were mistaken about that, he made that very clear. Um, I believe it was last night. He was on. He had a panel on his channel because today's his birthday. So today he's celebrating his birthday. But he had a panel on his channel. He had Angry Man. He had um, DS1. He had Book of Ronin, and it was somebody else up there, but I don't remember his name. But anyway, all of these are manosphere, and they were up there last night to deal with some other ish that was going on with with other factions that are saying that they started the Black Manosphere. And so they basically whipped out their paperwork, and they are the 18, and which I guess is I guess that's because angry man is over it and whatnot. So I knew that he was Manosphere because I would see him in DS1's chat. You know, I would see him in and Kendra Crimson Cure was up there as well. So he's Manosphere. If y'all didn't know it before, you know it now. Oh, thank you, Brass Man. Good morning. But he's Manosphere, but when he was over on All About the Tea, he was, participating in the gossip stuff. I mean, because he really had, would have things to say in regards to certain of, like especially like Giselle Bryant and Jamal Bryant, because they were talking about, like Real Housewives and everything. So, but he's, no longer in that. So, and I believe the other people over at Ples and it was Schoolboy. Basically, from what Monica said in her interview on her own channel, is that she's going to move forward. She may or may not have a panel, but she said that Marcella and I guess Princess. I guess Marcella is still part of her thing. Whatever. I mean, I don't even know these people from being up on that panel, but I would go and listen to them sometimes, and if I didn't like what they were talking about, or disagree with it, sometimes I would stay, sometimes I would leave. I don't agree with everything anybody says on these celebrity gossip channels. It is clearly their opinion. It's clearly their opinion. So I just leave it at that. But that now, what I know of the channel, she's another one of those channels that's been around for a while, and I didn't agree with everything that she said in her thing because she made it seem like she made everybody whose channel, everyone who was on her channel, you better stop. Are we blowing up my microwave? Y'all, he's trying to blow my kitchen up. Anyway, um, what was I saying? Oh, Monica. She tried to imply like she had made everyone's channel. I know the bishop has been on here for a while, and maybe a lot of people didn't know him. Like I said, he was Manosphere. So unless you were looking for Manosphere type of content, you weren't going to be actually, you probably wouldn't have been on this channel. I support some of the channels in the manosphere. You know, it is what it is. I agree. I agree. But see, like, okay, so that was part of the conversation that was had last night. Hey, mascot queen. Um, I don't. One of the things that they, y'all, one of the things that they made very clear is that that they're handing out eviction notices from the manosphere, and so Crimson Cure, is basically in charge of the women, in charge of the girls in the manosphere. The younger women, that are in there, over there, for whatever reasons, looking for their man, or trying to prepare themselves, being in their best femininity and whatever within that situation. And that was part of what they were making very clear is that in their space, men should not be getting into it with women, and vice versa. So we'll see how that works. To me, it seems that they're trying to get it to be an organized space and trying to separate themselves from the chaos that is over there as well. So, but they got their paperwork together, and which is what, in my opinion, probably should have been, done, you know, for branding purposes at a legal level in the first place. But who am I? The fact is that they did it now. But yeah, that's where I knew Bishop from initially. I didn't even know he had a channel. I found out he had a channel from him being on All About the Tea. Because he started coming up in my recommendations, to be honest. And I think he may have come up in recommendations because I go to Manosphere channels, as I said. I'm subscribed to them. I support them, certain ones. Now I don't support the nonsensical ones, the youngsters out there on some ish. But I also, so that was one of the things that went on in the last week, which we will see how that goes. But Monica, girl, having somebody interview you about your own situation on your channel, girl, you doing Derek Jackson, in my opinion. Stop it. Or you're doing like KS did, going, but he at least went to Tasha K. Okay. Hey, I believe Kwame is about to go over to Tasha K. So that's going to have him blowing up. Oh, speaking of Kwame, before I talk about KS, because I do want to say something about KS because DOD put out a good video today, and I want to touch on that. But Kwame, that boy, he is dragging Mr. Sotomayor. And he did it yesterday with his brothers, his real brothers. And then today, I think he's still doing it because I had to jump off because I had to come take care of my own business. Now he's jumped. He's all over Dr. Boyce Watkins. Now, I understand why he's on Dr. Boyce, because Dr. Boyce keeps putting him in titles, and it's really, really not necessary. And I mean, I follow Dr. Boyce, okay, but the legend can be a little condescending. And Kwame is not stupid, and that's the thing. He was able to hear the underlying shade of the backhanded compliments that Dr. Boyce is giving him on what he's doing. But at the same time, Dr. Boyce is, on the other hand, saying he better be careful using the N word because, YouTube might come after him. Really? Really? I don't think so. You know why? Because there are thousands of people of the melanated persuasion that use the N word all over here. Now, I don't use it. That's why I'm always saying Regin. When I say Regin, that's what I'm saying. That is the same word, just in reverse. I got that from my mama. That's the old school way to say what you gotta say without saying what you gotta say, because only we know what you're saying. Understood, y'all? It means only other melanated people understand what we calling somebody. That's why usually when I'm in chats, I'll say this Regin or that Regin. I'm saying what y'all saying. I'm just not saying it the same way y'all say it. But needless to say, YouTube is not going to be coming after Kwame because he is using the N word. Sorry, not sorry. That's not going to happen. Kwame is making lots of AdSense money for YouTube. He has been on here for quite some time, regardless of the fact that he's blown up over the last 3 weeks. If anyone who bothers to go to his channel can see he's been on here for years. He just, would come on sporadically and throw a video up here, up there, give a little bit of mama's cooking. Oh, thank you for coming through, Miss Mahogany. The other Miss Mahogany. Both the Mahoganies are in the chat tonight. But part of what Kwame is allowing us to see, you guys, is that he's not just on here talking to us and everything. He is doing stuff. He's been doing stuff. But here's the thing. People who are actually doing stuff in the community, they're not talking about it all the time. If you're talking about it all the time, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. Because you're too busy talking about it, drawing attention. So I understand he's using his platform really to elevate other organizations so that other people can, get ahead. Now he's letting a lot of folk eat off of mama's cookie. And the haters are going to continue to hate. And I'm just going to enjoy as he continues to drag Mr. Sotomayor. It's funny to me. Funny. It is. Okay, so let me just move on. And before I go into what DOD had on his channel, I just wanted to tell you guys, I don't know if anybody has noticed this, but I have noticed that Miss Sasa Ray has been dropping down in people's chats all over YouTube. She's been dropping down in the live streams lately. I saw her today in Bomb Cherries. And I guess, and she was trying to say people were blocking her. Wasn't nobody blocking her. People just ignoring her. And I saw her yesterday or the day before in someone else's chat on this side of town. And they were like, I think she dropped down into Cookie Monster's chat. I think she dropped down into Cookie's chat. Yeah, Cookie kicked her out though. I think she dropped down into Cookie's chat too. Yeah, so she's been popping up, you guys. She changed her channel name. It's now called Sansaray Monique. You know, she's trying to rebrand herself, but someone told me that she's doing she has a new scam. She has a new scam, you guys. Y'all, I swear I wish this girl was not from the same part of the country that I'm from, because she is not representing the DMV well. She is not. But now apparently she is trying to get donations because her mother allegedly has cancer. I'm just let that marinate for a minute. This is her new thing. Hey Terry. I guess Monique is her middle name. Yes, I guess that is her middle name. You know? So yeah. But yeah, someone told me that in one of the chats. She was right there in the chat when they said it. You know, she just popped in, said a few things. She didn't say really anything. Bomb ignored her. Let's see. Let me see. Pirate of the ship. Oh yeah. Oh, and congratulations again, Terry, on getting that commission. I thought about doing that, but I figured let me just go on and get the real estate license, and then maybe I can, and then maybe I'll also do the notary thing afterwards. I think it'll be easier because they have to do the background check to get your real estate license too. And I had to do that. I had to do the background check when I had my insurance license in the state of California. You know, I'm squeaky clean, so as far as everything is concerned, I mean, we've all done things, but I've never done anything that I got caught doing. In my younger days, there was no such thing as social media, so nobody could see what I was doing, when I was doing my quote unquote quasi or allegedly illegal activities. But yeah, she showed up. She's been showing up, so she's, I guess she's sticking her foot in the water to see if it's safe to come back around. Telling y'all. So, but beware. I don't know if her mama has cancer or not, but just know that we are talking about someone who faked their own death last year, allegedly. Just know that, okay? Just take it from that perspective. She is something else. I'm like, girl. And I mean, I don't follow her on YouTube, but I do follow her on IG. She hasn't blocked me yet. But I don't say anything in her IG. I just see what the girl's saying. So moving on to DOD, and if you're not subscribed to Deacon of Defense's channel, please subscribe. Today, he posted part of a conversation. It's the first part of a two-part conversation with KS's daughter. And she talked about, the relationship that she had with her father. She talked about alleged abuse at his hands. And she says she has a sibling. So apparently he has two daughters, not just one. Wonder why he only talks about the one. Because apparently they have the same mother. But she talked about the fact that, this mother, I guess she would go to his mother's house, and the mother that he said was no good showed her all kinds of love. But she was crying and just really kind of telling her story. I'm really looking forward to hearing the second part of that. Shouts out to you, DOD. I do believe that I did share it in my community tab, the link. So please stop by my community tab and go take a look at DOD's video on part one of the interview with KS's daughter. And y'all know why I say KS, because that man ain't getting no shine over here. I'm sorry. I'm not saying his name. He not getting no shine on my channel. The Pirates. Oh, hi, the Pirates of Shangri-La. Yeah, no, I don't follow her. I don't follow Sansaray either. Not on here. On IG, yeah, I see her. But, it's just interesting that she's starting to pop up in people's chats. It's interesting that that's what she's deciding to do at this time. That's what I say. See what you guys are saying. Yes, apparently he has two daughters. Yeah, people have been saying he only has one, but this girl says she has a sister. So that implies that he has two daughters, because his kids are by his high school sweetheart, his first wife. So yeah, he has two daughters. And this man talks so bad to black women. And he has two beautiful black daughters. And his daughter, the one who did this interview, she looks like him. But she's not an ugly girl. She wears glasses just like him as well. Mama must have been mad at him when she was pregnant, because it's like he spit her out. It's like he spit her out. Hey, Heaven Sent. Hey, Heaven Sent. Aren't you glad that we were in Shelly's chat earlier? That's an inside joke, you guys. Because I don't think the chat has been moved to members only anyway. So if you weren't there was something that those who were in her chat got. We got something free. and we only have to pay the shipping and handling, and it's going to be something nice. Shelly, that is the one and only S. Hutchinson. You know, who is, I guess she's quote unquote in the beef sector. Y'all know I follow who I want to follow because I ain't in none of that mess. You know, and some of the people I follow don't like each other, but that's okay. Because what does that have to do with me? But yeah, the one and only S. Hutchinson. That, you know, like I said, all of these. The funny thing is, all of these people, like who are in the beef sector now that I follow and everything, we met when we were all trying to get our first 1,000 subscribers and our 4,000 hours to get monetized. Speaking of subscribers, y'all, I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I want to be at 2,000 subscribers. Let's see, what is this? June. I'm trying to get there by September. And that's feasible, y'all, because I'm almost at 1,700. So that's like what I need to get, like 300. So I'm gonna be out here. I will be getting my membership up this week. The reason my membership isn't up is because I've been having computer issues, but we're gonna get them together because this is a Mac. Macs are supposed to last forever. And I think some of my computer issues, I don't know what part of it is. I gotta figure it out. But I know for whatever reason, StreamYard is tripping with me. If I add somebody to my panel, or if I play sometimes when I play my intro. So maybe I need to, I'm working on a new intro, by the way. I'm working on a new intro, and I'm working on an outro to Not So Random Chat. A new intro to Not So Random Chat, right? I know you guys are the one with me doing my ooh, just so you know, that really is me doing that. But I want to create a different intro than that one. I created that one in Canva, but now that I'm getting better with my editing skills, I think I can create a better one, and so that's what I'm going to be working on. That's what I have been working on, as a matter of fact. Been working on that. Been working on a few things. Trying to bring the channel to where it needs to be. Let me see what you guys. Yeah. S. Hutchinson Shelley. She's from the DMV, so y'all know I do follow most of the folks that, if they're from my area that I grew up in the country, even though everybody thinks I'm from California, I'm not. I'm not from Cali. I promise you I'm not. Woo. Nothing against California because I live here, but it's not where I'm from. And I don't act like the people that are from here. In my opinion. And I definitely don't talk like them. I don't talk like them. To me, people a lot of the people that are native to here, for whatever reason, they talk country. They got like a southern drawl, probably because a lot of the parents come from the South. I don't know. Hey, Six Figure Days. So, and then in the DMV, in the DC, Maryland, Virginia, and I'm just talking about the area that is the suburbs to DC, not all of Virginia, because Southern Virginia is a whole nother whole nother situation. And Northern Maryland, that's Baltimore country. Different. But the part of Maryland and the part of Virginia that's right outside of DC is considered the DMV. And in DC, I don't think we really have an accent, but there's certain things that we say different than folks from other parts of the country. Like, we don't say water, we say water. And we don't call Maryland Maryland, it's Maryland. And I know people in California think that they're the flip floppers, the ones who wear flip flops. Y'all don't even call them flip flops out here. Y'all call them thongs in California. But yeah, those of us who live in that area, yeah, we're into the flip flops. I brought the flip flopping, with wearing flip flops all the time with me from the East Coast. That wasn't a West Coast thing. Now, not wearing socks at any time of the year. Yeah, that I acquired coming out here to the West Coast. When I was on the East Coast, I generally put on a pair of socks, but I probably don't wear socks at all living out here in, beautiful Southern California. Oh, y'all call them slippers? Well, yeah, it's like they call them thongs. They call them like thongs, here. And that's THONG, not, even though there's another thong, but not the same. But we call them flip flops back home because they flip flop. They flip flop, so we call them flip flops. Everybody, yep. Everybody. Now, people think because I say y'all, they think that that's something I got. No, believe it or not, y'all. See, it just comes out of me so natural. We say y'all in the DMV, okay? I know y'all don't like to think of Maryland and DC as the South, but the Mason-Dixie line, you see, is between Maryland and Pennsylvania. Maryland is part of the South. They just had to be the North during the Civil War, but they not the North. And so, yeah, we a little country with the y'all. And another thing we say there at home is we call people Bamas. I think that's an East Coast thing though, because other parts of the country don't realize that that's not a compliment. When you call somebody a Bama, it's not a compliment. That means you saying they countrified. And see, like out here, Six Figures, my accent is not really that prominent, except if I'm talking to somebody from DC, or me and my sister are talking, because I will immediately start talking faster. So that's a lot of times why, like when I'm on here, I have to consciously slow myself down and everything, because we don't talk as fast as like people from Boston or New York talk, but we don't talk that slow. And it's just certain things that we say that are different. It's like, if I go home, whenever I go home, when I leave home and come back to California, my accent is so pronounced. They're like, oh, you must have been back in DC. You don't need, because your accent, it comes back. It's like, I grew up there. It's where I'm from. I would love to be back there. I would love to be anywhere, y'all, but California. I love the weather here, y'all. I do. I love the weather in California. But it's so expensive to live here. And see, the thing is that now, because I'm thinking about buying a house again, I know I'm not gonna buy a house here. You know, I mean, if I lived someplace other than California, I could be in a house. I could buy a house right now. I could buy a house right now in a good location. You know, yeah, it's expensive. I mean, you guys. So like, the house that I had when I when I left my house, it was worth like over a $500,000, and it wasn't a big house, but I had a lot because it was two houses on the lot, and it was legal. Oh, but before, you guys, I know most of us who are Prince fans remember that his birthday was earlier this week. I didn't come on his birthday, but I was celebrating it. He would have been 63 this week, you guys. Y'all know I'm a Prince fan. Y'all know. Y'all know I'm a Prince fan. If you didn't know, I was a Prince fan. You know, not saying that because I left Purple and he left Purple that I like Prince, but I liked Prince from the beginning. You know, I didn't know he liked Purple at the beginning. You know. Oh, are you trying to tell me it's time to get off? All right, let me see if I can bring it up. He's trying to rush me off, y'all. I don't know if I won't be able to see me, but y'all can see me. Okay. Y'all should be able to see me now. I think. I can see myself. Let me move this. Okay. I can see myself. There's like a little thing at the side where I can see myself, but like on the big on the big thing, I can't see a daggone thing. Can't see nothing. Just black. Yeah, my purple hair. But but when Prince died, you guys, I was so sad. I was sadder. I was I was sadder when Prince died than I was when Michael died. Let me tell you why. Because I thought Prince was going to be here for a long, long time. I thought he was the one who was gonna be here, and he ended up not being here. It was, my favorite album by Prince was Purple Rain. My favorite song by Prince is Soft and Wet. That would be the first song that he put out from the For You album, and that would be his first album. Oh, I'm sorry, David. Did you want to come over here and say something? He was just waiting for me, you guys, and I just ignored him. All right, you want to say hi? Say hi. Say hi. All right. All right. Yeah. See, I'm messing up. I'm not letting him do his ritual, y'all. But yeah, y'all like the new purple? It's purple. These are like singles twists, but these are in. I can't say how long they're gonna be in because y'all know I'm in the summertime. Well, y'all probably don't know, but normally in the summertime, I change my braid styles up a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna be changing them up a lot. My phone has died, so I guess that must be my time means for me to get the heck up off of here, you guys. But I will see you guys on Friday because tomorrow I have choir rehearsal. We are back in the sanctuary singing. Last Sunday was my first Sunday singing. I'll be singing again this Sunday. So I have choir rehearsal tomorrow night, and I'll be working on content. And I'll see you guys on Friday. And y'all be safe in these YouTube streets. Until then, I offer y'all peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see you guys Friday. Bye, you guys. Peace. I'm out.